beginning, we always had a waiting list for partner countries, but when I took over the partner country concept almost 15 years ago, I changed the strategy from the objective strategy that always the big champions, big countries of the industrial world are partner countries. And I said, no, there are so many hidden champions in the world, especially in Europe. And I changed this strategy. I had to fight a little bit 15 years ago, but then we changed it, and the result is Portugal, for example. You see other countries. And when I arrived in Porto, we did a press conference, I remember at IMAP. We had the initial meetings with ICEP, and I visited some places here in Porto, and I flew back to Hanover and said, listen, this could be a good partner country. And the first answer, as Luis mentioned, was, Portugal, good football players, golf, hotels, wine, port wine, but partner country? And I say, listen, you don't have to fly to the Algarve first. You should go farther north and please visit Porto. And in the next meetings I have in the chambers of commerce in Germany and at the big associations, I always told them, fly to Porto and visit the industry. And also in the Lisbon area, see the startup scene, which we visited several times. So in 2019, we had the initial meetings here in Porto. And then we took our horse and we were riding to Lisbon, to the ministry. And we met the ministers and so on, and then the route of success began. And even a pandemic couldn't stop us. This is the good news, and I remember, I think it's about my 12th visit since then to Portugal, Lisbon, Porto, Braga, other cities. And yes, I would really, in the beginning of my presentation, express my great respect, my huge appreciation to all of you, to the ministry, to ICEP, to Luis, my friend, to IMAP, my friends from IMAP, Mafalda, thank you for the great support, Cecilia, Mark, Miguel, Hans-Joachim, and for me it is more as a partner country, it's like coming to friends. And this is, I think, in this challenging time, very much important to see where are our friends. And this is, I think, a good message for us and for the Portuguese industry, that I can express my greetings from my advisory board, talking to friends here, to you. And we are very, very proud, and thank you so much that you participate at the Hannover Messe this year as a partner country, because without you, without technology, and without the companies, there's nothing. It's all about technology in the world. We are responsible for the framework. We do our job, hard job, for this, to build the road to Hanover for you. So Hanover is quite a history, of course. Oh, there's a problem here. Give me a second. Now it works. So again, maybe some are new here in that room. Just remember that we have an old tradition of Hanover since over 75 years now, doing the world-leading exhibition. And it was also a kick-off after a huge crisis, of course, in 1947. And I think this is also a good signal for us to make a kick-off for our business at the Hannover Messe this year. When we have a look on the global industrial market, it's still amazing what's going on in the past years and what is the new way of technology. We are coming from the industrial automation business with the traditional robotics, with the supply chain for industrial supply, materials and so on. And now we are talking about, of course, Industry 4.0, which was founded 2011 at the Hannover Messe. And, but it goes on with artificial intelligence, man-to-machine collaboration. That means that humans can work now directly with robotics. When I remember 10 years ago when this raised up, I said, it won't work, it's so dangerous. The robot maybe killed the humans. And now they are friends, they are working hand in hand, and it works. And also the energy topics with electrical immobility, with smart networks, hydrogen fuel cells. I think I'm not telling new things here in Portugal. but you have to show it to the world, that you are so much established already, this great technology solutions here in Portugal. Not everybody is aware of this. Hannover Messe is, in one sentence, the place where you can find everything to build a factory. This is Hannover Messe in one slide. From the research and development, finding the right energy solutions, industrial automation, component sourcing, the global value chain, and of course IT and networking. IT and software is also one of the key developments in our industry. If you have told me 10 years ago that companies like Oracle, SAP, IBM, Microsoft, even Google, even Amazon is now exhibited at the Hannover Messe, I wouldn't believe it, but now it's the case. Cloud computing, industry cloud computing, data is everything, also in industry development. This is what we are facing, and this is also a learning process for everybody of you. Not only being an exhibitor in Hanover, but also use this opportunity to take some time to look around and to see what happens all over the world. What are my competitors doing? Hannover Messe is like, I call it sometimes the shopping mall for industry goods. What's a shopping mall? You wanna look for new trousers, for new shoes? It's easy going to the shopping mall because all the competitors are there. You can go from shop to shop, you can compare prices, you can compare material, quality, everything, services, and then you can have a great overview of the industry, of the shopping market for shoes or trousers. And this is the same in the technology area. If you come to Hanover, you can meet companies from all over Europe, maybe competitors of you, to talk to them. You can meet companies from Korea, from Japan, from the United States, areas you normally not travel every day. And you might be surprised at getting new ideas for your business. So it's all about knowledge transfer as well. And I think this is a great opportunity in addition for you to meet your community, and you see the broad range of the Hannover Messe community from the industry, different industry sectors. You have all the journalists and media there. Of course, we talked about the political framework, business framework. Everything is in one place, and of course, Portugal. And of course, you see the big brands. So we'll be talking about the hidden champions, the German Mittelstand, but it is very much important to having the world-leading brands also at the Hannover Messe, who are buying products from you and from the so-called Mittelstand, from the automotive sector, electronical sector, from the food and industry. You know, all the big brands are showing, going just quickly through that slides. Process and health, chemical industry, becoming an issue again. It would be interesting what we are discussing at Hannover Messe. Safety of supply chain. Have you ever thought about that 3 years ago? Safety of supply chain for my health, for our health. It's a new topic we have to discuss, and an opportunity for Portugal to say, where is it safe to produce products? In some challenging countries, in Asia, I don't mention any names, or in Portugal, which is close, which is part of the EU, where you have a legal framework, where you have friends working together, and well-educated people, as I learned in the past 3 years now. So this is something also you have to show and have to present to our audience. Our core visitors are top-level CEOs from the software IT, from the production, energy management, and interlogistic development construction, so all the industry areas, also visitors of the Hannover Messe. As we already mentioned, it's a good tradition that the German Chancellor every year opens the Hannover Messe together with the partner country, Prime Minister, which will be the case next year. It's already approved, confirmed, and we're very much looking forward to welcome your Prime Minister to Hanover, to have him there with the ministers and delegations from Portugal. And interesting for all Germans this year, it's the first time since 16 years having another Chancellor. And so I think also for Portugal, a very interesting situation. I can promise you there will be a lot of press people, and this is good for your Prime Minister to be also in the focus. Not new, but reconfirmed. I'm not a diplomat, I'm a businessman.
We managed to to change the chancellor in time.
Yes, yes, you're right. You're totally right. So Portugal makes sense. This is the framework we are talking about. You see some partner countries from the past, amazing names, just a list of names, and now Portugal is part of it. You are in the Champions League, let's say. And this is how it works. And today I think it's great to be, as the president asked me, you're just coming for this event? I said, yes. Yes, because when you start a game, you have to be there when the final happens. Otherwise, you don't get the cup. And this is why we are here all today. So partner country is a huge history and a development of economic policy level and business level. So this is interesting, because if you go to exhibitions worldwide or to marketing conferences worldwide, you may have exhibitions and conferences, you may have sometimes exhibitions, but we bring together everything. The political framework, which is important for us, and the business. So if you visit a conference talking about legal things, about taxes and trade development, at the same time you can go just in another hall to see the products, and to visit and to see the products, and to talk to the business people together, and to say, listen, this is what we need, please supporting us more with those solutions. So this is Hannover Messe on that way, and together with ISEP, with IMAP, with Cecilia, in the last nearly 3 years, we worked hard together, thank you for this again, to build up that framework for you. To have the partner country in the middle of the global industrial community. With media, with the industry communities, political decision makers, trade visitors, of course exhibitors, research, association, chambers of commerce, and you name it, even more. And I think it worked well. But I see when I go into the internet, I think we did a good job, Mafalda, yes? It's really well promoted now. So, I don't want to talk too deep in this area now. I just want to give you a framework of the industry development actually. You already know the different categories of the Hannover Messe. And of course, what we heard today in the presentations, you are very well represented in all that categories. Not every country can that do. You can be proud of this. This is really a great situation for you. And this is a new chart I created with my team to have a combination of the international global discussion we are having actually in the media about political situation, climate change, all these challenges we have to deal with globally for us and for our children. This is something which is, of course, in the middle of the industry development. We heard about industrial transformation, that's everything, it's a key word. And then I broke it down. Digitalization is key. So industry development without digitalization won't be successful anymore. That's the case. We can like it or not. It's a case. It's a global competition. You need IT and software solutions. You need transformation. You need all these modern technologies like cloud and Wi-Fi and WLAN and everything for being successful. And a new keyword raised up in the past couple of years, sustainability, climate change, decarbonization. And I think this is another part, and then you go deeper into the areas of the industry. Because if our political leaders giving us the framework for climate change, for decarbonization, which is important, the industry is the area who delivers. Yeah, that's the key. It's you. You are delivering decarbonization in taking care how you're producing your products in the future. And how to do this, this is the answer you can find in the different product categories. And again, use the Hannover Messe to show your products, your newest innovations, but also take your time, look around and learn what others are doing. Maybe you find some smart ideas how you can develop your production as well. Maybe new partners you never have expected that they are there. So this is, I think, is a good basis for your preparation to have a look where I am, where are my solution providers. And I come later to the database we are offering you to find the right partners. But I think this is a good chart you can have on your desk and to prepare for Hannover Messe. We already know this chart, so it's just a formal thing to show you where you are. I already mentioned that it is great to see that you are in every area represented with your products. We are also preparing the conference program together with ISEP, and I think we will have really good highlights. It's not only at the pavilion, so I'm very glad having a partner country where I can deliver minister level to the technology forums, because our technology forums are always forums of the future. So we have the job to deliver in a forum what will happen in the next 5 to 10 years. So and we are also already with ISEP in the discussion for ministers to talk at that forums to show that Portugal is on that roadmap to the future. We talk about the energy 4.0 forum in Hall 13. Maybe on Monday afternoon we will have the opportunity to present Portugal there in the research and development area, and woman power. On Thursday we have a conference which is well established over 10 years now. It's I think the world leading industrial women conference. Normally we have about 1,000 visitors under the patronage of the German government, and we are very much looking forward to the power woman of Portugal to be present at the Women Power Summit and Conference on Thursday at the Hannover Messe. I heard rumors, names are already in discussion, so it should work. Yeah, of course, agenda setting, as I mentioned, is everything. Since over a year now, nearly 2 years, we are working together with the global network to present Portugal as partner country. You see, Hannover Messe is not only a physical show anymore, it's also a digital show. Of course, what we have learned during the pandemic times, using digital channels, digital opportunities will follow, will go on. We don't put it back. It wouldn't be smart regarding digitalization. We will use it as added value for you as exhibitor. That what we have gained in the past 2 years with new solutions to be present in the global network is also now offered as digital packages to you. And these are the digital futures. So you are actually already, and many of you maybe had already done this, able to put your company profile in our digital exhibitor catalog. We have a search system in this catalog for all exhibitors and visitors. Also, your products should be presented there with categories, with names, with specifications. And together with this, visitors, users, customers are able to find you. Even now, even today, to find you and to meet you at the Hannover Messe. So if somebody looks for a sensor solution from Portugal for this production, he can give in the search system, it's like a Google system, the name of the sensor specification, the country he is looking for, and he can find the right Portuguese companies. So this is something we developed in the past years. And I kindly ask you to have an eye on it, to use this new advantages, which is already part of your exhibition package. So please use the opportunity regarding our digital system to register with your company name, with context, with everything that the users, the visitors can find you. Please use the opportunity to present your products online. And our team is here with Monica, with Rosario, Cecilia. They will also support you if there are any questions that you can get into the system, and the visitors and users can find you. We have an expert dialogue system you can use to meet partners already digital in advance. Please use this. Please use this. Don't wait until the 30th of May or maybe the 28th to fly over to Hanover, and then you are at your exhibition ground and you say, oh, where are my customers? You have to contact them in advance. So check your database. Let them know that you are in Hanover. You can order visitor passes free of charge. You can just email them the visitor pass, say, hello, I invite you to come to Hannover Messe. It's not just meeting me, you have a free entrance to the Hannover Messe via me as my company. Yeah, this is something you can do. Just an example you can do. Please check our internet database with exhibitors list and have a look on prospective partners and customers in advance, and you can contact them and say, hey, hello, I'm Paolo from Lisbon, and I'm at the Hannover Messe, and I find you in the Hannover Messe exhibition list. I want to meet you. Yeah, and you can even arrange a meeting in advance. So these are the digital solutions, free of charge, part of your package, and I really would recommend that you start immediately after this meeting here to check this and to prepare your Hannover Messe presence. Networking services, all these kind of things I expressed to you are offered already online. So this is what we called the Google of Hannover Messe, the Google of the industry. Some people say from the big associations, maybe it's the largest, hugest product catalog online in the world. Because if you can imagine so many companies putting products into, I think you can imagine that that happens. So, what does it mean? Partner country, I just summarized what we already heard. It's a great opportunity for Portugal to be visible to the global world with your first-class innovations and finding, of course, new partnerships and investors. And establish your profile as a nation to the global industry world. And, of course, the benefits for companies, I think it's easy to understand now, I hope, when I did my explanations to you. It's all about new customers. So it's difficult to find another location in the world where you have so many prospective customers in 1 week in one place from all over the world. Just imagine how much money you are saving to meet customers from other countries. You don't have to travel there first. You can meet them at the Hannover Messe. You can double check if there is trust, if you can go ahead with them, and then you can follow up. So use this opportunity not to go the traditional way to meet all your good old friends. It's nice. The new customers, this is where you are growing, where you're doing new business, and that's why we are organizing this global show for you. So this is a summary from my side. The first part is preparation. It's all about preparations. You need good shoes. Trust me.
Portuguese shoes.
Portuguese shoes.
Yeah.
Right. Shoes 4.0. It's a new product. So please, right after this meeting, go into your office and prepare for the Hannover Messe. Have a look on all these features we are already offering you. If you have questions, come to us and ask us. And do your preparations. Think, if you are creating brochures. Since 3 years, I tried to learn Portuguese, and I always finished with a good red wine. But Portuguese language is great, but many are speaking English. And at the Hannover Messe, it's good to have an English brochure. Don't forget this, that you are prepared to meet people from all over the world, but in the same language. This is a business language, we know that. If you are able to have some German language as well, it would be also nice. Why not? They're interesting partners. So this is also part of the preparation. And if you are at the Hannover Messe, don't do it like some exhibitors I met several years ago. It was a Wednesday, I remember that. And I just walked, I have some half an hour between meetings, and I walked over the fairgrounds. And Wednesday is traditionally, Tuesday, Wednesday are traditionally really the most busy days at the Hannover Messe. And I walked through one of these halls, and there was a little pavilion, empty. Only 3 men were sitting there. No customer. They're having nice drinks at the table, and they're sitting with the back to the aisle, like this, to you. Cheers. And I stopped, and I went to them, and I said, "What on hell are you doing here?" They're saying, "Yeah, we are sitting, we're waiting for customers." I said, "Can you see any customer?" "No, we are very disappointed, we never come back, this is not a good show." And so I say, "Listen, this is your job. You are sitting here with the back to the aisle. You better stand up. You go to the aisle. You better meet the people. You talk to people who are passing by. Because when they are visiting your hall, They're obviously interested in your products. That's the reason why I'm there. And not sitting at the desk with the bag and waiting for customers. And then I discussed this with them, and hopefully they started to do this. So be open. Forget everything. Sometimes we like to hide, sometimes we are shy. I know all these kind of things. Normally I'm also a very shy guy. Like hidden doors. But at Hannover Messe, be open. Be open. Go to meet the people. Use every network opportunity. There are so many parties in the evening. Go there. Have a hell of cards with you. And talk to the people and meet contacts. And before you go to bed in the evening, not fall to sleep immediately. Have a break. Sit down at your desk. It's hard, I know, after a party. And write down some notes, maybe on the cards or having a system or something, because I promise you, if you come back home after 1 week with such a hell of cards, you will not remember who was the person, who was he interested in, what I promised to him to follow up. So this is also, do it immediately, during the day, in the evening. Just write it at the card. It's okay. I know in Asia it's forbidden, but you are in Hanover. It's allowed. Yeah, do this. And if you are able in the preparations, maybe you are smart enough to having some colleagues in your office in Porto or in Lisbon or somewhere where you can send immediately the daily contacts you had. Yeah, that is possible today. We have an email system. We have WhatsApp. We have everything. Maybe you have a prepared list, just writing the names, email address, product of interest, some additional remarks, and the people in your office start immediately to send a feedback to them. And when the guy you met from Poland or from Denmark or from Sweden is back on Monday or Tuesday, he opens his email and say, oh, Paulo has already written me an email saying, great to meet you. I would like to follow up with you. So just as simple ideas from my side, and I hope I could help you with that. And the good news, finally, no excess restrictions. Germany is easing up. Don't care the numbers. We are doing business. I had everything. I'm boosted, COVID, everything. It's just fun. No, it's a serious question, to be honest. But this is really a good news. We're asking kindly, like today, you can wear a mask or not. It's a decision, what you prefer. But the good thing is, no excess restriction. Come to Hanover, doing business, being successful. I'm very much looking forward to you and to welcome you at Hanover. I cannot wait to be at the National Pavilion and to see the power of innovation of Portugal. Thank you very much.